Hello and welcome to today's edition of URP Practical Talk. I'm your host, George Gonzalez, and today we have in the studio a very familiar face, Dr. Vishnu Bandhu. How are you
Hi,
doing?
George. I'm fine, thank you.
Great, great. And so, of course, in the previous episode, we had just come fresh off the heels of local government elections. We spoke of some of the issues, some of the problems that may have arisen that could have caused not as a good showing as we would have liked. Now, the question I have for you is that I guess we spoke about some of the problems in the previous episode. So, what are some of the solutions to rectify them?
Well, first of all, we have to ensure that the law has been taken care of properly in GCOM. Because the law says they are saying that that you cannot you wear your T-shirt or wear any kind of form of advertisement for the political party on that day. You cannot drive your political party vehicle that has sign on that day. You cannot campaign on that day. But although the law is saying that these major political party, especially the PPP, has been breaking the rules, right? They go at the entrance of the voting areas. They have set up people to ensure to tell people you must vote for the PPP and not the URP. They ensure they do that on region. I'm talking about region three because I was solely involved in region three and I know exactly what happened. So these major political parties are making the law and they are breaking the law. They are the ones who are making the law and they also break the law. So we have to ensure that this law has been broken. Coming to GCOM, I know we said a lot of things last week about all the things that happened in the polling station. But coming to GCOM, what I think that should happen in GCOM, GCOM probably get nearly $1 billion to run election. But it doesn't seem that they are doing their job because each polling station, ROs, have different rules. I was made to understand they have a manual they're supposed to go by, but they're not going by no manual, you know. And they're supposed to be a neutral person, not taking side of political party. You can vote for who you want to vote, but you can't take side. But it doesn't happen that way because some polling station they actually show you who to vote for.
Wow.
The two major political parties in some of the polling stations, and it is very sad to know that GCOM has not been doing the job that they ought to do. They are not fair, right? And I think the only way you will have fairness in GCOM is to change the leaders of GCOM, the chairman, the CEO, change them, get neutral people, probably from overseas and so forth, right? But not people who affiliate to these political parties or to any political party, for a matter of fact, in Guyana,
So people are completely
right?
neutral, no
Neutral,
connection.
right?
Okay.
You need that kind of thing, and you need to be more serious because most of these people that work with GCOM paying big bucks to them, right? And they are only there for the big bucks. They pretend that they are neutral, but they are not neutral, right? So we need to change that. If that system can work in GCOM, I think the next alternative is electronic voting in Guyana. So people can show you who to vote for and who not to vote. They show you the way to vote, right? And these educations should start in the schools in Guyana. Political education, how to vote. You must not touch the line when you vote, and so forth. So people will able to understand. Young people that coming up, they will understand the system clearly. So it ought to be taught in school. About voting because many people up to now they doesn't understand what they're voting. They do not understand where they're voting. They go there, Sometimes the GCOM old people who are not too healthy, they go there, they don't understand. GCOM point out, hey, vote here. Either you vote for the app, no, you vote for the PPP. And this is what they're doing. You know. So we need a new, a fresh system. We need education system to educate people what is local government and what is general election, and what is the purpose of local government and what is the purpose of general election in Guyana. See, many people are not paying interest about local government because they are ignorant over the fact. But what local government? Local government, you're not voting for political leaders. You're voting for people who are in your community to look after their own affairs, right? But the APNU and the PNC and the PPP and the AFC, they taught the people differently. You know, they taught the people differently. Like if you're voting for a political party, for political leader, you know, the political party ought to just help to organize the groups to take care of their own area, but not to control the groups, you know. But it's a very sad situation because I'll tell you what, all the area in Guyana that where the PPP won, you know, it will be a shame because it had been clearly stated by Mr. Horman the other day, I think a couple of days newspaper back in last week, that they will not fund, central government will not fund the local government area where the PPP are controlling because the PPP people are misusing the funds, right? And he pointed out clearly in Region 2 and Region 3, right? Because he's a part of Region 3 in the Apnu area. And I totally agree with him. I totally agree with him. Because if you hear some stories when you go there, what the PPP NDC does, it's a shame.
It's like really that bad out there.
Really that bad.
Wow.
It's a shame. It's a real shame what they does. You know. So, you know, thing has to change. You know. And there where the URP come in to try to make changes in Guyana. You know, I know a lot of people go out and vote. I'm disappointed with the younger generation that who calling and complaining all the time about change and complaining about different things. But they themselves, before they go out and vote and make a difference in Guyana, they're home sleeping and not doing anything. All what they does is complaining all the time. But that would not make it better if you keep on complaining. Young people ought to realize that the future in this country is in their hands. And they are the future leader. And if you keep on sleeping in your bed and don't get involved in the political system and governing and so forth, right? This was an ample opportunity for young people to start out in local government, NDCs and township, because you start training yourself about govern, how to govern, and then you move up the ladder. But they are not seeing it that way. All what the young people think about money, money, money all the time, you know. But how you think about money? You got to go towards something. You got to work towards something to get that money. Work toward the system to see the system change, so that money can start flow how you want it to flow, but not in the way that they're behaving. You know, all the votes we get is traditional vote, the hardcore PPP and PNC, and then the PPP are proud to say that they win 50-something% of the vote. You know, I would be ashamed to even say that you win so much, because you're talking about this whole country, but 28% people vote. Look, in Linden, less than 10% vote. In West Coast, less than 25% vote. You know, think about all these things, and you're talking about what you win. What you win? You haven't won anything, because you're talking about 72%. Although you said they are your supporter, they didn't come and vote for you. What happened? So what win you win? You haven't win. Both of them are losers. you know, because what you're saying here, if 28% and they get the majority of vote of 50 something percent, then it means that only about 18 to 19% probably vote for you, right? And the other percentage vote for the other party, the AFC and the APNU,
So
right?
essentially, we're just seeing the results of just the desires of a small amount of people who
Definitely.
would have already gone that way
Yes,
to begin
yes.
with.
And remember, these people, these major political parties, all three of them who have seats in NDC, the PPP, the APNU, and the AFC, they paid people to go and vote, right? Some people, they provide transportation to fetch them from their home, and still they can't bring out more than 28% of the people in Guyana. So you think about it and tell me what you think.
I'd say if I was a part of the standard political establishment, I might be concerned by like PPP, PNC Avenue, like all of them. I'd probably be concerned
Yeah,
based off those
they have
results.
to concern.
Mm.
They have, but they are feeling proud. The PPP feeling proud. Oh, we won. You don't win on nothing. And in my book, you don't win nothing. You know, because the same people you said supporting you let you down because they don't have faith in you anymore. So what you win? Look, URP probably get a small amount of votes, right? Which we didn't make seats. But you know what? We are proud because everywhere what little we get from the we get in Georgetown 100 and something, we get some township, we get 60 something, some places, different percent of vote.
Yeah.
But you know what? We did not go and pay people to come out and vote. We did not provide transportation for them to go and vote. They go and vote with their free will.
Wow.
And that's what democracy is all about. You must be able to go and vote with your free will. So those votes that we are getting, what we have, is solid vote. We did not have to go and beg people to go and vote. Those are people who start thinking independently. And that's what we want for Guyana. People to think independently. You know. That's why we talk about the our the vision of the URP.
Yeah.
You know. And for that I would like to look at the vision back of the URP. Can we have the vision of the URP? Let us have a look at it.
We want a new RP, URP, stand up for
Guyana. Though blessed with immense natural beauty, as it is a home to pristine Amazonian rainforests, awe-inspiring waterfalls, and amazing wildlife, has so many problems to deal with. The country no doubt has a vibrant indigenous culture and a rich heritage, but the severe law and order problem which mars the beauty of the republic. Still a developing country with a medium-level human development, Guyana has long been yearning to break free from the shackles of economic stagnancy and the resultant unemployment. The people who have been ruling Guyana since its independence in 1966 have not done much to fast-track the overall growth of the country. Often they have failed to deliver on many critical fronts, reducing the quality of life in Guyana. There was a void in the Guyanese political realm which could have only been filled by a political outfit with a clear vision and unwavering commitment to serve the people of the country in the context of a social concept featuring diversity, pluralism, and inclusiveness. Thus, in 1985, a few like-minded individuals came together and founded the United Republican Party, URP. The party became more involved with the people of Guyana in 1987 when its founding leader, Dr. Vishnu Bandhu, returned to the country after living in Canada and the US for more than a decade. Reflecting on the birth of the URP, Dr. Bandhu said that due to great love for his country in his heart and recognizing the needs of his community, he thought it was necessary to form a new political party in Guyana to convert her into a modern developed economy. Hearing the cries of the Guyanese people, feeling their pain, witnessing their suffering, and knowing the hardship of their daily life, he knew that he had to be proactive in supporting and assisting the Guyanese people. The larger vision of the URP is to ensure a free nation.
Change with new vision for Guyana.
The party aims to transform Guyana into a democratic country where everyone is treated equally under the law. The country needs to have restoration of law and order and must build a strong and solid economy. The URP will use the mandate to review the budget and tackle severest problems first. The URP has been introducing new crop ideas to grow the GDP. The party will consider foreign investment and tapping into the Guyanese diaspora. Dr. Bandhu says that the URP has been doing its level best to keep the Guyanese community motivated and engaged in positive change for their country. The party will always remain dedicated to the betterment of Guyana and the Guyanese people. Dr. Bandhu's perspectives on the foreign policy to be framed once in power are very clear and transparent. His administration will be collaborative in nature and will endeavor to work with the entire region and beyond, with special focus on helping the Guyanese people wherever they are. URP has accorded education a prime slot in its agenda, as education is ideally the most important factor in developing a good quality of life. This starts with the country's youth. It's URP's hope to develop a strong educational system and skilled base rehabilitation for the undereducated and unemployed. Dr. Bandhu is a firm believer in social programs to educate and rehabilitate the Guyanese community so that it may be self-sustaining, offering a high quality of life to all citizens in the country. Another plus point of the country is its strong secular ethos. Guyana is inhabited by ethnically diverse populations with one heart, whether one believes in one God, many gods, or no God. As far as the URP is concerned, what is good for Guyana comes first. Dr. Vishnu Bandhu is the kind of leader Guyana needs to become a socially, economically, and scientifically developed country. His experiences and knowledge has provided him with valuable insights imperative to transform the country into a prosperous and dynamic economy. He is a charismatic leader, and his passion to work for the people rubs off on his colleagues, followers, and supporters alike. Dr. Bandhu's vision for Guyana is on a larger canvas, which includes modernizing the security force, police, military, marine, customs, and border, creating jobs that pay a decent wage, constructing bridges and roads to link Georgetown with the interland and other countries, constructing new roads, linking Georgetown and other cities to the airport, building a deep harbor port, building a 4-lane bridge across the Demerara River with no obstruction of ship movement, establishing a university for scientific research which will serve as a think tank, possessing its own fleet of planes, modernizing the airport, reforming tax laws and VAT, creating sustainable energy grid for the country, rebuilding drainages and facilitating irrigation to prevent flooding, efficiently managing waste recycling, upgrading the entire government IT technology system, upgrading the prison system, establishing system to curb homelessness, modernizing mental health care system, providing free kindergarten education for children, the leaders of the URP like to walk the talk. They feel that the country was let down by leaders who made false promises and relied on lies to gain and remain in power. They promise that once at the helm of affairs of the nation, the URP, guided by the leadership qualities of Dr. Vishnu Bandhu, is going to change the existing conditions of Guyana. It will not be a mere cosmetic facelift, but comprehensive transformation within and without. The URP will promote a spirit of enterprise among the Guyanese people and foster stronger unity in the multiracial society of the country. Hence, welcome the URP and Dr. Vishnu Bandhu to helm the destiny of Guyana.
So that was the URP vision, and as we see, it's a very grand vision for the future of Guyana. And so, yes, thanks for definitely presenting that to us, Dr. Bandu. And so, can you please tell us a little bit about that?
Well, some of these vision,
Mm.
we was hoping that if we had able to win any one of the NDC,
Mhm.
we could have start to implement some of these vision what we are having there. Because, as you know, we have been only talking about looking after dam, road, bridges, and collect taxes, and so as usual. We were trying to take the NDC to a different level because of the economy need to build up in each area. Because even the money that they collect from taxes and so forth, right, are not enough to able to maintain that areas. So you need to have some kind of business, opening some kind of industry like canning factory, packaging factory, do normal thing to create create more employment to the people, and money will come from that, and you can able to pool some of those funds toward development in the NDCs and the towns. But I guess people cannot see as far as the URP can see. They are so accustomed to lies and deceitfulness by these major political party, and they continue lying to them. Like, people are only accustomed to lie in this country. They don't like the truth. So the truth, it will be so difficult to penetrate into these people. It's all lies, 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 all the time that we are having in Guyana by these major political parties. And the people accepted it. Look at simple thing as canal number two and one and wheels. They go to the campaign local government telling the people them, we're gonna open back the sugar estate for you.
This is the PPP.
Yeah, the PPP. They tell the people we're gonna open back the sugar estate for you. Now tell me in God's name, how stupid you really are. You are not in government. You
Yeah.
are the one who put the sugar estate to close in the first place when you were in government. And this people come in government and they carry out your act, and you go in and tell people that you're going to open back sugar estate, and you're not in government. You not see how stupid these people are? Yeah? And they accept it. And the few that who go out and vote, I am saying they're nuts. They had now work. Something wrong with these people, you know. But URP was trying to make a difference in these areas, right? Like we talk about opening a canning factory in the canal because canal grow a lot of citrus, pine and all these things, where we can do canning and things like that, and where we can seek overseas market for these things. But the people will suffer now because they go with lies, and they say they're born PPP. And as I always say in this program, I don't know if when they're born they get a certificate from PPP or PNC in this country, because I always hear people said I born PNC, I born PPP. I only know that you get a birth certificate when you're born, nothing else.
Yeah.
So people are so ignorant in this country. It's a shame to say it. You know, there is a lot of educational uh, project we have to keep on doing through this country. Otherwise, I don't know what will happen in Guyana. Right? I was hoping and praying that the younger generation who complain so much will make this difference. But if they don't get up and wake up, they ain't got no future in Guyana. And if you don't go out and vote, you should not open your mouth and say a word, because it means that you don't go and vote. It means you agree with everything that happened in the country. You have no problem. So why complain? So you don't go and vote, don't complain. Because you see everything, yeah, everything is happy. Yeah, it's good for you, you know. So this is why, George, the URP are a very serious political party. Many people feel that because the low vote what we get, that will back down. But no, the URP gets stronger now, to do things. And we will go out there. We came here to do a job, and that job is to ensure we got real democracy in Guyana, true democracy, and real change in Guyana, right? And we are here to do that, and we'll continue to work. We'll continue to work all over this country, as we usually do, forming groups and things like that. So I'm appealing to all of you out there, the viewers. I'm begging you, open your eyes, open your ears, and use your brain in Guyana. Try to be an independent person. Try not to be a beggar, keep on begging all your life. Try to be a proud people. And the only way you can be a proud people is following the teaching of the URP to be a proud person. So I'm appealing to you. Take the URP very seriously. Call us. Call us. You'll see our number on the screen. Call us and see what contribution you can make. So you can better your life, you can better your family life, you can better Guyana. I thank you, and may God bless all of you.
So thank you. And so, thank you, Dr. Bandu. Thanks for speaking
thank
with
you,
us
John.
today. As that is all the time that we have for today's edition of URP Practical Talk. I'm your host, George Gonzalez, and as always, we'd like for you to check out the website, www.urpguyana.com, or you can even find us on Facebook, URP Guyana. Again, thanks for watching.